In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to get this free Invincible Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in NBA 2K25 Myteam, as well as a free 100 overall J-Dub, a free 100 overall Miles Turner, 4 free Dark Matters, 8 free Galaxy Opals, and 16 free Pink Diamonds, and talking about some strategy when it comes to the more difficult and time-consuming challenges like Invincible Shai or the 100 overalls that maybe have a little bit difficult of challenges. I'll be showing you guys how to exactly get these cards and giving some tips and tricks when it comes to getting that free Invincible Shai. So if you guys don't know, and if you haven't been keeping up with the NBA playoff spotlight sims, basically we started with these 16 Pink Diamonds, and then once we got to the second round, all the winning teams did get Galaxy Opals. Once we got to the conference finals, all the winning teams like the Knicks and Pacers in the East, the Timberwolves and the Thunder in the West did get these Dark Matter cards for OG Anunoby, Pascal Siakam, Rudy Gobert, and Alex Caruso. And then finally, once we got to the NBA Finals, we got the free 100 overall Miles Turner for the Pacers making the finals, and the free 100 overall J-Dub for the Thunder making the NBA Finals. And of course, the Thunder won in Game 7. Did really suck what happened to Tyrese Halliburton. You know, prayers to him and all that type of stuff does suck to obviously see in a Game 7 of the finals, but the Thunder went on to win, and now we have this free Invincible Shai, who looks like one of the best point guards in this entire game, and a card that I would strongly recommend every single player, no matter if you have the best team in the game, or if you're just starting out, or if you have a decent team, this card is going to be worth it on your squad. He is an absolute beast. You guys can go see the animations that he does have in the video that I posted earlier today, talking about this card's animations alongside all of the rest of the cards in these NBA playoff spotlight sims. But you guys want to know how to exactly get this card. And for people that haven't done these playoff spotlight sims, if you guys already know, this is going to sound super simple, but how it basically works, guys, is you have to complete, if you're trying to go for Shai and you're trying to get every single card done to get your free Invincible Shai, you have to do every single challenge here. So for example, you have to complete the Lakers for LeBron, you have to complete the Celtics for Kristaps, the Bucks for Giannis, etc, etc, etc. And then once you have the Pink Diamonds, that's when you can move on to the Galaxy Opals. So let's say you're doing Moses Moody, and again, you're just going in order. What you're going to need is Moses Moody's Pink Diamond card, right? The Warriors Pink Diamond, which was Steph Curry. And then in the first round, they played the Houston Rockets. So you do need Jalen Green, because if you go into the Moses Moody challenges, the first game you're going to have to do is you have to go into a triple threat game against the Golden State Warriors. You have to win the game, but you have to use the NBA playoffs Jalen Green. So you can't just go right to Invincible Shai, and you can't just do that final challenges, because if you go all the way down there, you'll see with Invincible Shai, for the first game, you're going to need the playoffs Tyrese Halliburton, the Pink Diamond, and then you're also going to need the 100 overall Miles Turner. For the second game, you're going to need the Pink Diamond Shai, the Galaxy Opal Caruso, or sorry, the Dark Matter Caruso, and the Galaxy Opal Dort. So for this one, you don't actually need to have J-Dub, so you can actually do this challenge before you get J-Dub, which is, I guess, nice. But then for the third challenge, that's when you're going to need the 100 overall J-Dub, and you have to score 40 points with this card. And we'll talk about that here in a second, and we'll talk about those final challenges for Invincible Shai. But again, to explain this to you guys in the most simple way possible, for the Galaxy Opals, you need the 2 Pink Diamonds of the teams that played in that matchup. So for example, the Warriors played the Rockets, so you need Pink Diamond Curry, you need Pink Diamond Jalen Green. Now for the Galaxy Opals, also once you get to the fourth and final game, you are also going to need players from that winning team. So if you're doing the Golden State Warriors, for example, you need to have 9 Golden State Warriors cards in your collection besides the free Pink Diamond Curry that you have, right? You need those cards also in your collection. If you're doing the Boston Celtics, you need the Pink Diamond Kristaps. And who did they play in the first round? They played the, I'm forgetting, the Miami Heat, I want to say, right? I think it was the Miami Heat, or who is the 8 seed? Hold on, let me see. It was the Magic. The Heat played the Cavs, right? I'm pretty sure that's how it was. I'm already forgetting the NBA playoffs. But yeah, for the Derek White challenges, you need the Paolo Banchero Pink Diamond, you need the Kristaps Pink Diamond, but then again, you're going to need the 9 additional Celtics player in your lineup. And the problem with this is, and the reason why this is something that is a bit frustrating when it comes to newer players, is if you go on the auction house, and this is just for Celtic players, Pacers and Thunder players are even more expensive, but this is just for Celtics players. And yeah, there's Danny Ainge, but you can't use Kristaps because you're using his Pink Diamond. You can't use, no, you can use Derek White, technically, I'm pretty sure. So like these Celtic cards are still looking at like 4,000 MT for a couple of them. And remember, you need 9 of these cards. So it is a little bit annoying, like once we get to like the Thunder players, I mean, Thunder players today are just going to be ridiculously expensive. The only one here up for 4,400 is Sapphire J-Dub, and you can't even use him in that final challenge because you already have his 100 overall card. So I mean, like the cheapest Thunder player you can probably use is like this Casey Wallace for 7k, this Dylan Jones here for 3k, this J-Dub, or the other Jalen Williams, sorry, for 7,000 MT. So that's my biggest gripe and my biggest concern. And if you guys are a newer player in this game, and if you don't have all of those cards in your collection, that's when it gets a little bit frustrating and a little bit annoying. But if you guys have those cards in your collection, you just want to make sure that you're doing these challenges one at a time and making sure that you're getting the pink diamonds first, moving on to the Galaxy Opals, going up to the Dark Matters, going up to the 100 overalls, and then of course going up to the free Invincible Shai. Now for the Miles Turner challenges and the Caruso, or Miles Turner and J-Dub challenges, there's a couple that are a little bit difficult. I mean, the bottom one here is total 15 assists and 0 turnovers with Tyrese Halliburton. This one is just as simple as don't make a bad read and don't pass the ball unless you literally feel like you are completely wide open and you are guaranteed to make the pass. And even if you don't score, that's fine, but just make sure you're not throwing a single turnover. Don't step out of bounds. You can't get a, you can't turn the ball over. You can't step out of bounds. If you get an illegal screen with Tyrese Halliburton, or if you get a charge with Tyrese Halliburton, I believe those will also count as turnovers. So just run pick and roll would be my best suggestion. Run a pick and roll with whoever you like as your big man on your team. Run a pick and roll. If the roll is wide open, throw the pass. If it's not wide open, maybe look to the corner, but that's a little bit of a risky pass because sometimes the AI can steal the ball out of the corner. So again, unless somebody is wide open, do not throw the pass. You have, I'm pretty sure it's a 4-minute quarter game. It might even be a 5-minute quarter game. I think it actually is a 5-minute quarter game. So you have tons of time to do that. So please make sure if you're going to do this challenge, you're going to do it if you're going for Invincible Shai for free, just please don't throw a pass that you don't think is 100% going to be there. The rest of the challenges are very easy to complete in my opinion. And talking about the J-Dub challenges, I think these ones were also very easy to complete. I mean, total 1 steal and 8 fast break points. For this one right here in clutch time, just have the AI shoot wide open. Manually use your guy on the perimeter. Like, someone's going to be on the perimeter. If you're contesting the shot and you're leaving that person wide open, leave them wide open. Take your person that's guarding the shot and just leak out. Run in transition. Your AI should most likely grab the rebound, and then you're just going to want to full court pass it down to whoever you have underneath the basket or is running in transition, and you can learn to kind of time it, and that's how you can get these fast break points done. Very simple. And then the final game is literally just win the game by 15 points or more on pro difficulty. Again, it's like a 5-minute quarter game. That one is going to be so simple to do. Now the final challenge, guys, is going to be, like I said, for the free Invincible Shai. The first one, you have to go into a triple threat game with the Pacers and you have to defeat the Thunder. So you have to I'm not gonna be able to say this. Rewrite history by defeating the Oklahoma City Thunder and making 3 3-pointers with Tyrese Halliburton. Very simple to do. Next one is just score 20 points in a triple threat game with Alex Caruso. Again, very simple to do. This one is a little bit difficult. Score 40 points with Jalen Williams in a clutch time game. What I'd recommend for this is you're just gonna want to jack up threes, and then on defense, I would probably just recommend fouling with anybody not named Jalen Williams, because you can't foul out in clutch time. Just foul, send the AI, send the user to the free throw line every single time, and you're gonna be able to get it done, just because that's gonna stop the clock, because this is gonna be hard to do unless you're making every single shot and letting them score every single possession. So I would probably recommend fouling. And then this final one is very easy. You just need 30 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists, and defeat the Indiana Pacers by 12 points or more. So that, guys, is how you get free Invincible Shai. Nice and easy. I mean, it's not too long of a grind. The only annoying thing is the fact that you need all of those players in your collection. But let me know if you guys are going after this free Invincible Shai card, and if you guys do get him today, let me know how you're liking this Invincible Shai, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.